45 degree, 90 degree, want to take that next step. This guy is so helpful, you know?
He's like, what do you do? It's like, nothing. Energy is through the roof.
The right people though, too.
Nothing.
Thank God we're finally paying off the mortgage. That's... Welcome back. Episode 2 with my friend MotionVisualz.
What's up, guys?
Owen Buckaway.
Whatever you want to do.
Today, buddy?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Great. Happy to be here. We got a much better set in store for you guys. The background isn't glaring with light, so that's a good sign. It looks a lot better. Hopefully going to sound a lot better.
Yep.
And Preston was a great guest.
Good.
Preston was a great guest, but we got an even better one here today. No offense, Preston. But this is another member of Passion Pulse Productions. MotionVisualz. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm a little nervous. I'm not a big, huge guy on camera, but...
A little nervous?
We're all here and I'm ready for it. I'm here to bring the energy. Let's have a good podcast, and I'm excited.
Let's do it. I got a couple questions prepared for you. All right, we're gonna get to know who you are, what it is exactly that you do, how you got into the industry, what inspired you, and we're gonna kind of just walk down the ladder from there.
Let's do it, man. Let's
Starting
do it.
with the very first question, I want you to tell me who you are, where you're from, and as much detail as you can.
Let's see.
About Owen Buckaway.
All right, so I'm MotionVisualz. Y'all heard it. Me, I started all this. It was back in, I want to say, August 2021. And I was at Christian and Stefano, show my guy C-Dot. We were at his house, and his dad was having like this huge like mortgage party. And there's this one guy there.
Mortgage party?
Yeah, like all the mortgage brokers. They got
Thank God we're finally paying off the mortgage. That's what the party was?
Yeah.
You know, celebrating those fucking payments?
Yeah, no, I don't even know, man. But yep, everyone was there. They had food trucks and stuff. It was pretty cool. But we were talking to this guy. He's like, what do you do? I was like, nothing.
Nothing, bro.
I was like,
what do you do?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
So
right?
you look at him like, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah, right?
What do you do? What do you mean, what do I do?
Like, I was 16. I don't know. I was just there. And he's like, do something.
Do something.
He's like, how can you help Christian out? And how can you guys grow together? Right? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like,
so you would say that you started in this industry just primarily working with C-Dot? That was kind of the initial inspiration?
Yeah, no. Like, we've been coming up together. Everything is like this and this. And then Preston came along the way too. And then we became the three of us. And ever since then, we've just done music videos, photo shoots, shows, anything really. It's just
that's really cool, man. That's really cool. On that topic, so you mentioned you started with C-Dot. Why did you choose photography to work with him? I know there's obviously plenty of ways you can get involved with an artist.
For sure.
You know, you can maybe be an assistant, project manager. You could be a hype man,
yeah,
which you could probably do. So there's lots of different, specific roles that you could have chose, and you chose photography and videography. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that? Why did you choose it? And why did you fall in love with visual storytelling?
All right. Well, I mean, I've always liked cameras and stuff like that. Like, I never got into it, but, like, I like photography. I love cinematography, too, and just, like, street photos and all that, like, urban photography. Like, there's so many different, like, types of photography and videography, right?
It's a big time platform. Like, there's so many things you can do.
Oh, right? But, no, I really like, especially street photos. I don't really do it too much.
Street photos?
But, like, just, like
photos of random people on the street?
Yeah,
you just take a photo of a road.
Yeah.
Just like a fucking road.
Yeah.
Like a flat road, you just take a photo of a road?
Well, yeah, but like there could be so much in the picture. Like the picture can really say so much. Like let's say there's a photo, right? And it's just like, I don't know. Like it's just like a photo of a road, let's say, but it's super foggy and stuff like that. Like I feel like it just has so much to like share, right? Does that make sense?
There's a deeper meaning,
yeah,
a theme,
right?
A implied understanding that photo creates, right? It's supposed to inspire emotion.
Exactly.
That's another question I wanted to ask you. So within your work, videography, photography, general media content creation, the goal is to inspire others.
Exactly.
What specifically are you looking to inspire within your audience?
I'm really happy you asked me this question because it's something I wanted to bring up. Me personally, I deal with a lot of like mental health and stuff like that, like behind the scenes.
Yeah, bro, I'm mentally fucked up, so you can help me out.
That, right?
That's why I watch your shit, bro.
No,
that's why I watch your stuff, because I need help.
No, I know, right? And
I need help, dude.
No, that's one thing I really want to do actually with this is like sort of movement for mental health and men's mental health. I feel like it's not brought up enough, and it's a big thing. And
that's really good. What kind of projects are you working on specifically that can target, raising awareness for stuff like that?
Honestly, I haven't thought that far yet. I really wanted to just like do this thing where I talk about my life and all the things that I've been through, and like how I've coped with them, and hopefully people will see that and they can like, I don't know, understand, or like maybe they can relate and see how I'm doing well, and hopefully it will inspire them to do well.
You guys can kind of bounce off each other,
Right.
relate to what you're going through. You guys can go through it together. That's huge, right?
For sure.
Totally respect that.
For sure.
I mean, that's similar to what I'm doing. I'm more interested in entertaining people. That's how I want to help, right?
sure.
I feel like we all, with a platform, have the ability to give back
Exactly.
one way or another. I want to do it by entertaining people. I feel like
100%.
people come home from a long day's work, and there are certain ways that you can assist them,
Yep.
throughout, hardship. And one of the ways is to provide, laughter, entertainment.
Right, and people
they can
really
enjoy
like that.
themselves and just kind of unwind and relax.
You know?
And that's what I'm here trying to do with MotionVisualz. Another question for you, buddy. I know you love to work with rappers. I've seen it all over your Instagram.
Yes.
You're a big time R&B videographer. Can you even say that? Is it R&B? What's like the real terms, R&B?
Yeah, R&B, hip hop.
R&B, hip hop.
Especially underground hip hop too. I really like underground hip hop.
Underground hip hop.
Like they don't have like a huge like crowd or like a fan base, but man, their energy is through the roof.
It's the culture, right?
It's the culture. They love it. They just love
Tell me
just
about that
raging. And like when I went to Toronto the other day, I did quoted underground Toronto, and they do like these like underground hip hop events. We went. The energy was insane. There was probably only like 30 people in this room, but like they had the floor bouncing. And like that is just, it's amazing.
Where was it? Is it in Toronto? Was some specific studio or?
I can't remember what it was called. It was on Dundas. It was right next. So on the street, there's this place called the Lula Lounge, and it's like 2 doors down. It was just like this like small little like venue, but man, they rocked that place. They rocked that place.
You know what? Small spaces, confined spaces with a lot of people in there. The right people though too.
Exactly. That's what you need.
You put the right people in there. You put 30 of me in a room. Well, you're going to need some serious soundproofing.
Yeah,
You're going to hear it outside. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And my next question, just to build off of that. So because you work with rappers, a primary aspect of your work is music videos. You create a lot of music videos.
Yeah.
I really love them. I've seen quite a bit.
Appreciate you.
We're going to roll some clips. I'm going to throw it into this podcast. This obviously is going to be on YouTube. You guys are going to get to see some of MotionVisualz work. But what I want to know, and what I'm sure all the viewers want to know, is what goes into making a successful and high-quality music video, and what it is that you do to try and, level up. You know what I mean? Bring more production value. What do you do behind the scenes that people don't really see?
Number one thing, angles. Angles are so important in the shot. If you like, I don't know how to explain it, but like angles are everything. If you don't have a good angle, you heard it.
Angles. He doesn't know how to explain it, but it's angles. Angles.
And that comes a long way.
Like 45 degree, 90 degree, like 180 degree angles.
What?
What are we talking?
180 for sure. No, just honestly, like anything. I find that like once again, if an angle is not good, it's not gonna look good in the video, and that's one of the big things. And editing too. Editing comes such a long way. If you don't have the right edits, or if I find when I'm doing things, I try to make the edits relate to the lyric. So sometimes there's like a lyric where it's like cut off, so I'll have like the screen cut down the middle. I feel like it's just so important that if the edits kind of match the lyrics in the video, it makes it look so much better. Like it makes it look a million times better.
That's another thing I was going to ask you. So because the music video is primarily related to the music, right? At the end of the day, the video is not the primary art, is the complementary art.
Yeah.
That music video serves the purpose of bringing the lyrics and the music to life.
Yeah.
That is the primary focus.
For sure.
How do you do that? Right? Depending on the lyrics that are being heard, right?
Yeah.
Or the style of music, the style of beat. How do you bring all these things together to create a really compelling music video that brings those lyrics to life? How do you do that?
So, like, here's one of my big ones. I really enjoyed this one. Show my guy HDN Cujo, amazing rapper. He's on the come up. The one open mic we did for him, he was like talking about like his brothers in heaven. So he points up. So what I did is I like made it so he like the screen kind of went white, like he just went all white, and like then you can kind of really like understand like okay, he's pointing up to like his brothers in heaven, right? And so like his whole body goes white.
That.
Yeah, I feel like just that alone was like something huge. Like I got really good feedback on that one, and I was just. Is
there other
around.
examples of like similar ways that just through a framing you have kind of communicated something that the rapper is trying to share?
Yeah. Shoot, I'm trying to think.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you are putting me on the spot.
I didn't tell him the questions before.
You didn't tell me the questions.
Just for everybody at home. I wanted him to be sweating. Are you sweating?
I am sweating.
We're gonna need a towel from the lighting director. Get this guy a towel. Get this man a towel. He's sweating.
I'm
No,
trying
but
to think.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you the questions before. I feel like real answers are better answers.
Oh, 100%.
But
Right?
it's something that I'm really interested in. Is all of the stuff that we do, whether it be behind the camera or in front of the camera, is considered an art form.
It is,
and
yeah.
there are very different ways of going about it. And the rappers have their own way.
Right.
You have your own way. I have my own way. We all have these processes that make up what we do.
Yeah.
And I think for the people at home that might be watching this, to kind of get a sneak peek into your life and how you create this stuff, would there be, any tips that you would share to, people aspiring to become videographers? People who want to take the next step.
This guy threw me
We
the
got the
towel.
towel. The towel's
Towel in the bag. We're done.
But anyway, like people who want to be, successful videographers in their own right, what can they do to either get started or take that next step? Because maybe they have started, but they're really not finding those results. What would you suggest?
One of the
recommend?
biggest things that I've done recently is networking. Networking is number one. If you want to be in the industry or just make it, you gotta have connections. Because if you don't have connections, you're not gonna go nowhere. Because no one's gonna see you. What I do is I work so much on connections. Like when I'm at clubs doing something, if I'm at a video shoot, wherever I am, I'm talking to people. I'm always talking to people because you could never know who's the person right next to you, right? Like you could be some famous dude that I don't know about, but if I talk to you, I find that out, we connect, and then that helps you kind of just come up.
Look for those opportunities, right?
You gotta take those.
And that's all it is, right? You look for them, and the people who end up being successful are lucky, but they're also good, and you have to be good to be lucky to find opportunities. And
Exactly,
that's what you're doing
right?
when you're networking.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny you brought that up because Owen and I actually go back 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Our networking experience with each other began 4 years ago, before either of us started in this industry. That's the craziest part. And when I started doing this, I said, you know what? I got to start reaching out to the people that I know, and Owen was number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming on, man.
Of
A couple more
course.
questions for you, if you're not mind. Sorry, if you don't mind. What the hell am I talking about?
No, I do mind. Thank you.
If you're not too tired, is what I was trying to say. If you're good to continue, I wanted to talk a little bit about equipment. Obviously, being a videographer, you're not shooting everything on a phone.
No,
I mean, maybe you are. I mean, some of the phones
some
nowadays
stuff,
are
some stuff actually
higher quality.
with the iPhone, like with the newer ones, the 4K, you can get some real nice stuff with
really
it.
good stuff.
So yeah. But yeah, no.
But just in general,
yeah,
like
keep
to
going,
give us
sorry.
an idea. So, what kind of equipment do you use? What kind of equipment is necessary? And is there anything that maybe again you'd recommend?
For sure. So for photos, I use my own camera. It's a Canon T7 Rebel. Canon T7 Rebel. That's what it's called. And honestly, it's not good for film, like video. It sucks for video, but photos, it takes some crazy photos. And it's a really good starter camera. It's only like $400 or $500, which compared to most cameras can go up to like 2 to 3. It gets really
That's a decent
expensive.
range, right?
Right. So just like even if you don't have a lot of money, but you want to get like a cheap camera like that, it takes amazing photos.
Is there anything when choosing equipment that you might want to look out for? Certain kind of tools that are built within a camera that help you do what you do best.
Yeah.
And maybe things that would help, again, beginners.
Yeah. Something that's definitely important, I say a stabilizer or like a gimbal, because with the gimbal, it allows you to move around with the camera while keeping it steady. And if you don't have a steady shot and it's all like shaky, it's not going to look good. You can't use it.
You can't use it. You can't fix it.
No, you can't fix it. There's nothing to do about it. So like having a stabilizer, like a gimbal, it helps you move so much better and still get that good shot.
That's really important, right? That's massively important.
Super important.
Now, for those who are looking at getting a gimbal, is there one that you use? Does it come with cameras? Do you need to buy it separately? How does that work?
So no, it's separate. They have so many different ones. Like they have ones for phones. The phone one's pretty cool because like you click a button and it just like all does it itself. Camera, the ones for the camera, I know they're pretty expensive. I don't know like the exact name for them, but if you just search a camera gimbal, it'll come up. I'm sure it'll come up.
Camera gimbal.
Camera gimbal.
This guy is so helpful. You know how crazy it is? Search up camera gimbal. It'll pop up.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, it will.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it will. Best Buy. Best Buy.
Look for it. No, but yeah.
Look for it.
Yeah,
You better
got
look
it.
for it.
You got it.
Check it out. Maybe ask Santa for it. You never know. When I show up under the tree.
Yeah, no.
No idea, right? That's always a possibility. Another thing when it comes to technology and equipment is the value of staying up to date with equipment is always, there's some value to it.
For sure.
You're going to get, the up-to-date technology. That new technology that's coming out might allow you to, perform your job at a higher level.
Oh, 100%.
Is that something that you focus on, is keeping your equipment up to date?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, my camera's a bit older, but I'm thankful. I think it's 2015, 2016, but it still has, like, Wi-Fi settings and all this stuff. So it's still, like, on the newer aspect. It's starting to get older, but...
If you were using today
yeah,
a camera that came out 15 years ago, would you be able to still do the work that you do?
No. I don't think so. Because, like,
And
once
why?
again, with new technology, like, you have 4K now, you have 8K now, right? And those things are, like, big aspects because if you post a video that's, like, 720 or, like, 1080p's in the middle.
That's in the middle now.
That's in the
No,
middle.
how crazy that is? It's in the middle now.
I know, right?
That used to be like the pinnacle.
Yeah, right. That was
Other
like
than
that was
the top.
good. No,
On the
right?
YouTube thing, when you'd go into like that little settings bar,
Yeah,
and you want
yeah.
to upgrade the quality of the
Yeah.
video, it'd only go up to 1080.
1080p. Yeah, no, and with that, it's like 1080p kind of makes the cut, but that 4K, you want that 4K because it looks smooth.
Is it just
Looks
about the
smooth.
look when it comes to the new equipment, or is there anything else that, I'm sure gimbals existed back in the day, stabilizers
Oh,
existed
for sure.
back in the day,
For
color
sure.
correction probably to some degree existed back in the day, but is there anything now that is kind of unique to this era of equipment?
Yeah, like lenses is one thing too. Like they have wide lenses, zoom lenses, and those things like are big like factor. Oh shoot, you got me on the spot so hard here. Preston, help me out here. Preston, help me out. Preston, help me out.
Next time I gotta share the questions.
What's
the
I
question?
love it. I love it.
Share the
the
questions.
question?
I'm tapping you in.
What's the question?
Preston, the question is,
Yeah,
in this era
yeah.
today, is there anything that's built into the equipment and the technology that you guys, use that is unique to this era and you couldn't do your job without it? Because color correction, all that stuff existed in the past, right? It's been around for a long time. So what is there today that makes all the difference in your work? Something you can't you can't work without that didn't exist in the past.
See?
Let me get back to you. on
See,
that.
that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
All right.
Like, it's a question
the
like
only
shit.
thing I don't really understand the question. Like,
So
I get
if you
what
think
you're-
about it this way, an iPhone 14,
hello.
right,
Yeah,
is not the same as an iPhone 5. There are things that have developed within
Correct.
the technology that now make the iPhone
So-
14 more successful,
What do the cameras
a little
have
bit
now?
better, higher processing power, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So what specifically within cameras now can be similar in relation to the jump between an iPhone 5 and a 15 to a Canon that was
I would just
released
say the
10 years ago?
The video quality.
the quality
The
and
quality.
how crisp a photo can come out
Yeah.
compared to if you like they say okay your phone can film 4K 60, so can the camera that we're using right now, but why does this quality look different than that one, right? It's just the chips that are inside of this compared to there are just completely different. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. That makes sense.
It's just yes, they film the same thing, but it looks completely different because it's a higher. You're right, it's a higher processor and the chips are just better.
I just wanted to stump you guys. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Preston,
thank
for
you for the-
stepping in.
thank you
and
for
helping us
stepping.
out.
I
Little round
appreciate
of
that.
applause for Preston.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and just to kind of wrap up the pod, I got a couple of silly
Yeah.
questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I love the silly question.
Number one. If I made a diss track,
Okay.
all right. If I made a diss track about you,
Yeah.
let's see. This is crazy. This is some nuanced stuff
I'm
right
curious
here.
where this is
If
going.
I made a diss track about you,
Yeah.
but I wanted to pay you a ton of money to produce it, right? But it's
Yeah.
about how shitty you are as a videographer.
Wow,
But I'm gonna
okay.
pay you to be the videographer, and kind of like a strange, like, ironic situation
Yeah.
where you're producing it for me. Would you take that job?
I would. I'd probably just give you a really shitty video.
Now, what about this?
Okay.
So, so you're gonna make me a shitty video, and then everybody who sees it is gonna know you're a shitty videographer?
Oh shit.
See, that's
Okay,
the
no,
question,
no, then no,
right?
then no,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. Is either you make a
Jesus.
good video,
Yeah.
or you make a bad video. But if you make a bad video, it plays into the narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Really good video.
So I'm gonna make you the best video I ever made then.
Best video you've
Yeah.
ever made.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's my answer. Cause no, you're right. If I make a shitty video,
Because then it works.
yeah, no, it does.
It works. Then you get called out. But then here's the thing. What if it blows up,
Okay.
What if that thing blows up?
Yeah.
Right? And now everybody thinks that you're a shitty videographer. Your career is dead. You got a one-time fee. You're like a one-hit wonder. You make millions of dollars, but that's the end of your career. Because the message of my diss track resonated with the viewers. They were like, you know what? That guy's ass. You're right.
Well, shit.
Then what? But I paid you $5 million on the spot.
Then like, I would take it and do something else. Like I'd start a new career, I guess.
That's a great answer. I love it. You're adapting.
Yeah,
You're adapting.
I would just find something new to pick up. I guess. Shit.
I don't know why.
What a question.
I love that question.
Yeah, what a question.
It's crazy. I was just thinking about that. Maybe we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make it happen.
For sure.
Yo, 2026. 2026, that diss track's coming out. He's going to
wait for it.
at the end of his
What's
career.
gonna be the name of the diss track though?
No idea.
Is it just gonna be like MotionVisualz diss track?
Not moving visuals. No motion visuals.
No motion.
Visuals has no motion.
All right, I like it. We'll put that in the works. We will put that in the works.
Anyways, man, wrapping up the pod. So I say
Alrighty.
thanks for coming. And
Of course,
and
thank you.
One thing for everybody to look forward to. What does the future look like for MotionVisualz? Any projects that are on the way? Things that maybe some of my viewers and your viewers can look forward to?
So honestly, right now I've been working really closely with HCN Cujo, and we're gonna do some shows, music videos. So we got some stuff planned there. My boy C-Dot, Christian Stefano, we just filmed an open mic the other day. I think he's gonna post it soon. We have that, and my guy SK on that. My guy's on that.
He's on
but
that.
we've just been working closely with him too, and he's doing his thing, playing basketball, dropping off all these big YouTubers and stuff. So we're just out there helping him with that too. So
we're all looking forward to it. That was MotionVisualz. I've been
guys.
C. Simmons TV. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.